Once again, hello, my name is Chris Melfi. I'm SEO for RT Design Group. What we're going to focus on is social media and how we can utilize it for business purposes. Next slide, please. Blogging, fantastic option. There's a million and one things you can do with a blog. Don't let the word blog actually turn you off to it. It could be called anything you want it to. You can call it company news if you want to. You can call it, a keyword or something that's relevant to your business. All it really is a feed or a way to present material to potential clients or prospects. So don't let the word blog fool you. There's a lot that can be done with it. Next. Example of a blog and some of the things that you can do. One of the things that's great about a blog is it gives you the opportunity to present any kind of information that you can. Another good thing about a blog is relevance and activity. And the more you update your webpage, the more relevant you're going to be in the eyes of the search engines. And that's what's really important these days is activity and relevancy. So the more often you blog or update your website, even if it's company newsfeed or something, maybe somebody in-house had a birthday and you want to blog about it or something like that. That's still activity that makes you relevant in today's age. On the web, you want to be up to date and fresh and have as much new material as you possibly can. Web pages that are stagnant, say, a couple years old or haven't been updated in a few months, generally will fall off the front page of Google if you don't keep up to date. Something good to note here is these icons right here. Just take notice of them because you'll see them a lot through the presentation. Next slide. Blog commenting, really easy way for you to get exposure for your brand or your website, as well as increase SEO rankings, which is what we all really want for our business websites, is to be on the front page of Google. So we want to increase our SEO. Next slide. Let's see. When you add a comment, okay, and this is very important because these are things that we almost do naturally. If you're reading, your favorite news website or whatever it may be, or you're trying to stay current and you actually want to, contribute to the conversation that's going on or give your point of view or some feedback to the actual writer, this is how you do it. What's important here is your name, and you can see that I have anchor text, and I'll explain that in a second. Email, and then website, also very, very important. When you contribute to a conversation, try and actually be relevant and contribute, be honest, and give your opinion. People do want to read it, believe it or not. When you put your name in one of these boxes right here, what you're essentially trying to do, you can put your actual name, but as far as from an SEO perspective, like myself, what you would want to do here is actually put anchor text, which would be a keyword that's relevant to your business. Us, for example, I would put, say, Naples Web Design as my name, okay, and always make sure that I actually contribute to the conversation. I don't want to be spammy when I do this. I actually want to have something worthwhile to be said and actually have people read it and give additional feedback. And then website right here, that's also very, very important, and it ties in with your anchor text. Anchor text looks like this after it's published. Like if I click on that, Google, Yahoo, or Bing, it's going to take me to those 3 pages. Okay, that's called anchor text. Excuse me. This is what search engines read, and this is also how they determine your rankings or positionings on the web. Okay, so if I'm putting my name in here, Naples Web Design, and it links to RT Design Group, next slide. Essentially what I'm doing is making sure that my name is clickable in the eyes of the search engines, and now I get more relevance for Naples Web Design. And you can click through it and it'll be RT Design Group, just like these up here. Like right now, effective marketing tools. That right there is an anchor text example. Now we're going to start to rank for effective marketing tools because it's linked to RT Design Group. Okay, that's what anchor text is. And these are things that you can do when you every day, commenting on news articles or what have you. Next slide. Microblogging, Twitter, fantastic utility. Next slide. Here's an example of what Twitter looks like now. They recently updated, so a lot of things have shifted around and changed positioning and stuff like that. What's really great about Twitter is, they give you the opportunity, once again, to leave a link for your homepage and also really tell a little story about yourself. Within this area can be keywords that are relevant to your business, and when people search for them, up in here, if you have information here or in your URL, then you may very well come up for something that's searched. So then you can actually find people within your industry and stuff like that. Great thing about Twitter, it's really easy to do. It's almost mindless, and they make it that way for a reason. Everybody can get in and get involved and actually interact with each other. A big part of social media is actually being social and communicating and networking and actually getting to know folks on a personal level. And like I said, they do make it really, really easy. There's people that are relevant to us and they actually put them here, so we can choose to follow them if we want to. So we don't even have to search for people. After we have a couple followers, they'll start to put people here for us and say, hey, you should check these guys out. So they make it really easy. Next, please. Social networking. There's two sides to the coin. There's the digital arena, and then there's also events like this where we can all actually sit and see each other face to face. Next. Facebook. This is a great graph right here because this is exactly what it is. It's networking on a digital level worldwide, and anybody can do it. It's very, very simple to do. If you don't already have a page, you can sign up. Lickety split. They make it very, very easy for you. Next slide, please. And there's a lot of customization that you can do with Facebook. Okay, you can make it real nice and fancy and shiny and all kinds of stuff, and really engage your visitors and make them want to come back and see what's new. There's wherever you update anything, it can be integrated with Facebook. Like if you have a blog, it can be integrated with Facebook. Every time you write a blog post or have a news post or something related like that, it can all tie into Facebook and actually be reposted almost automatically. And another good thing about being online is you can actually have calls to action wherever you want, especially on your web page or on your social media pages. And it's very important that you have a call to action, such as like us. Some visitors are scared and they don't know what to do. Tell them what to do. What would you like them to do? You can let them know. Like us, send it to friends. Like us. These right here are also, once again, very, very important. Okay, these little icons right here have the potential to get you an enormous amount of exposure for fractions of a cent. Next, please. This is an example. These two posts right here actually came from our blog, and they were done automatically, and a lot of this stuff can be set up to do so. As you can see, I posted once on our blog, and it was drawn in here, and it gets us added exposure as well as more backlinks. Okay, if we get these backlinks from our blog to Facebook, it gives us a little bit more authority in the eyes of the search engines, and for particular terms we will begin to rank. And as you can see, some people actually do like to engage and like us. Next, please. Let's see, networking events such as this, great resources. Next, please. Forums, another great resource, another great social media opportunity. Next. Within forums, they're very, very straightforward. All it is really is a gathering place online for events such as this. You can field questions, you can answer people's questions, you can interact with people all over the world. Next, please. Forum commenting. Next. When you engage people in a forum, there's a particular things that you should say and things that you shouldn't do. You never want to try and have a hard sell in social media. You actually don't want to try and sell at all. You build your relationship with the people before you actually try and sell anything. You actually want to be first and foremost in somebody's mind when they're looking for a product and or service that you provide. And by actually networking and actually communicating online, these people will start to remember you before anybody else because you are actually building a relationship with these folks. Something great about forums, a lot of different places excuse me, online do things differently, but they're all basically similar. Okay, right here, www. Within this forum, this place allows you to actually leave a link back to your website, once again increasing your exposure and brand online, and it takes 0.2 seconds to actually set it up. So every time you go into a forum and you leave a little comment, you're actually getting exposure for your website and your brand, essentially. On the other side of the coin, there's also surveys. This is a great opportunity right here to get customer feedback for free. It can be implemented on a blog or Facebook or anything like that, and it's almost mindless. I mean, you read the question, poke a dot, vote, and you're done. And you can get some really valuable information from the visitors to your site. Things that, what would you like to see my company have? What kind of service and or product do you think we should do next? These are the types of things, you get a lot of feedback real quick and real cheap. Next, please. Within forums, a lot of times they'll let you to have what's called a signature line. Each one of these little underlined sentences are essentially anchor text links. Okay, you can click any one of these and end up back at, say, RT Design Group or whatever web page it may be. Okay, so, and these, you're allowed to do this absolutely free. So every time you're in a forum and you're actually communicating with folks, leave a little signature line. And it's kind of like breadcrumbs back to the house. This is the type of things that you want to do. It increases your brand exposure, but also increases your search engine rankings because of the things that are written within here. Like if I were to type in music to accelerate my visualization result, then this person would probably come up. Next, please. Bookmarking, very easy to do, very simple to do. Once again, almost mindless. Next slide, please. These are the places that you can do it on. Dig, StumbleUpon, and Delicious. These are just examples, but there's hundreds, if not thousands, of bookmarking sites that we can utilize to our advantage. Next, please. Now, I'm going to use Delicious as an example. What bookmarking essentially is if you find a website or maybe a post online that you like, you can add it to your favorites. Everybody knows the little star mark on the top of the toolbar, okay, and you can add it to your favorites. Just the same, you can bookmark it. If say your computer crashes and there's no way to recover it, what you would do instead of actually having all your bookmarks or your favorites saved inside your website, you can do this online. So if your computer goes down, you still have all your favorites saved, essentially. So for marketing purposes or for business purposes, what we can do is we can bookmark our website's pages. You know, within RT Design Group, we probably have, you know, hundreds of pages of content material. Each one of those pages can essentially be bookmarked on places like this. Once again, giving us a little breadcrumb or trail back to our home website, okay? Once again, giving us more exposure, and it's basically free. Next slide, please. Once you're inside, they give you the opportunity, you can actually search for certain themes. Okay, so you can actually find like-minded individuals that are in the same scope or in the same market that you are in, and actually see, you know, maybe stuff that they found online that could be interesting, and vice versa. They may be looking for, say, web design and come across one of our bookmarks because I have it tagged web design. These are tags. You know, it's just whenever you post something on a bookmark site, you get the opportunity to leave a tag for it. Like for us, it'd be Naples Web Design and Naples SEO or Naples Social Media or something of that nature, just as long as it's relevant to your business is what's important there. Let's see, also in here, save new bookmark. They make it very, very easy for you. You know, if you create a profile, which is a standard form, you can save a bookmark. Once again, you can go back to your home page or your home website, business website, whatever it may be, and you can actually save those pages. And they make it very, very easy for you to do that. Next, please. This is a great resource. Okay, these little icons right here, you know, like have the potential to give you hundreds of thousands of visitors at the blink of an eye. And the reason being is because they're hooked up to so many people and on so many websites. Okay, these little icons right here, if I find this at the bottom of a post, right, and I want to actually repost it on Twitter for somebody, if I think it's interesting and my Twitter followers actually want to read it too, I can click this little icon right here and it'll automatically take me to Twitter. It'll format the material that I found and actually post it to my profile so others can view it. So from a business perspective, what you'd want to do after you've made a blog post or made a news post or something of that nature, what I'd want to do is I'd click this little icon if it's at the bottom of my post, which it can be implemented very, very easily, and then I would actually submit it to Twitter. Just the same as we've seen some of our blog posts on Facebook, and there's your Facebook icon, and that's another way to do that. It's just increased exposure, and it happens, you know, lickety-split. Next, please. Let's see, video posting. Video is unbelievably important these days. People have exceptionally short attention span, so it's very important that we capture and engage them as quickly as humanly possible. Video is a great way to do that. Excuse me. YouTube, Vimeo, and Dailymotion. These are three of the biggest names within video online. YouTube, of course, is most dominant. Next. Okay. YouTube, very easy, simple form filler, very standard information that you're going to find on most of these sites. It's all the same. Next. YouTube does allow you, to a certain extent, to customize your own pages. So you can make it whatever color you want. I'm not sure if you can upload backgrounds or anything like that, but you actually can have your own, essentially, channel, if you will, just like anybody else. And these don't have to be all videos, you know, that you've created. These can be videos that you've found online, that other people have created, that you like, you know, stuff that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be business, it can be funny, you know. If we're here networking, it doesn't always have to be business, it can be fun. And social media is supposed to be fun. So this gives you another opportunity to get yourself some more material, create a page, and so on. If you could see right here, 500 views to just that one video. You know, how much would it cost for you to have a commercial played 500 times on television? You know, and this was done basically free. Yeah. Next. Something that's important is they also allow us to have a backlink to our website. Okay, channel views, you know, almost 6,000. Once again, you know, 6,000 TV commercials is going to cost you how much? That's ridiculous. Let's see, what else here? Occupation down here, another opportunity for keywords, a little bit about me, a little bit of customization, and you can get subscribers. You can get people that will come to your page over and over and over and over if you do provide valuable information and stuff that's worthwhile for them to come back for. Also, it gives you, you can also incentivize